up this year's first, a fourth, and next year's first. And if I'm Cleveland, I'm thinking that next year's first could be another top 10 pick. So pretty good move for the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah. All right. Well, you saw Tampa Bay. We'll be going back and make sure we keep you up to date on the picks. But we have two players here that are going to join us who are going to be awfully important this year because we know that Navarro's got some way to go to get back. The man that took his place last year and has played so well when Patrick Willis was out too, Michael Wilhoite, everybody. And then a player that was hurt for part of his rookie season, but he's going to be healthy and to be a big part of this team this year, Nick Moody. Look at Bruce Miller's your biggest fan. How about that? Don't worry, Bruce, you'll get your turn.
Hey, can you guys do me a favor? Stay out of the weight room, man.
Hell no, keep getting big.
You look fine the way you are.
So, Michael, give us an idea. You know now. I mean, this offseason's got a little different feel for you, doesn't it? Knowing what happened to both.
Yeah, it does. But at the same time, it's still the same objective. You go in the weight room, you work. You know, you go in the film room and you watch film and you learn from mistakes, you know, that have been made, and you go out there and you try to do them better the next time. But it's still the same objective to go out there, do your job, and do it to the best of your abilities.
Talk about just, I think both of you guys played some coverage in college, right? I mean, I think you were some safety stuff. You did some...
Pretty much all safety until my senior year.
Yeah, talk about that, the silver lining of that in this throwing league that we play in.
I mean, being a former safety for both of us, I feel like there's a big advantage that we have over the guys that always pick linebackers, our experience in coverage. I mean, with the game being the way it is now, with so much passing going on, the linebackers are actually covering more than they used to. So, I mean, I feel like that's for both of us, that's one of our biggest strengths.
Hey, speaking of coverage, I'd like you guys to talk to the fans a little bit about Vance McDonald and what you see in his upside, because we all know how good Vernon is. I think he's right up there as the best in the league. I think Vance is going to really be counted on here in the next couple of years. Talk about what you see out of him going into year two.
I say the biggest thing with him is, if you remember Delaney Walker when he was here, he did so many.
You got to keep moving it forward, but make sure it comes back.
On the line.
That's what I want. Get it by Bruce, come on!
And I mean, his biggest thing is just knowing so many different things, but he's so athletic. He's 260, 265. Very run like the wind, so he's very dynamic because you can use him in so many different ways because of the gifts that he has with his speed and his strength and his explosiveness. So, and you know, most of all, like I said, his mind, him being so smart and being so sharp, he's always on top of what he's doing and assignment sound, and that's the biggest thing for him because there's so much to ask for.
Talk about Michael and Nick, both of you guys. There's been great centers throughout the history of the San Francisco 49ers. Jonathan moves on. I think he was an underrated player when he was here. Kilgore steps in. I mean, we all know you love to run the football. You love to run it between the tackles. Talk about Daniel as a starter.
I think Daniel will do well. I mean, he's been here for, I think, 3 years, so he's got some experience. He's seen a lot. He's learned a lot. I mean, he learned from the best, as you said, and Jonathan Goodwin. And I think the biggest thing in playing center, again, is your knowledge of the game. You're running everything. You're calling out all the mics, all the reads. You're telling every which way who to block who, and you're telling your guards and your tackles who's who and who's doubling who. So he has to know a lot and be in control of a lot of different things. So for him, that experience, I think, is what's going to prove so crucial for him.
Talk about, again, Nick, you two jump in here, either drafted real late or a college free agent. It's really not, to me, it's not about your entry point. It's about getting to that second contract. But memories for both of you guys from draft day.
I mean, of course, waiting to the 6th round, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was bad. I mean, it got to the point where I was like, man, forget this, like, 4 rings or whatever. Like, actually, when San Fran called, I wasn't even near my phone. And they had to call my agent who called my mom. And it was like, yo, Nick, you gotta answer your phone before 9 would call me. But, like, so I got over that, and then, like, everybody that says, like, it really matters what you do once you get there. I'm a firm believer in that now. Like, it's all about what, like, I know a lot of guys that get in, they got all the hype and stuff like that, and they really don't with the expectations. I don't know if the pressure's too much or they just, whatever it is. But whatever you do, if you're a late guy or an undrafted guy, and you come in and work and show them what you can do, and that's all that really matters.
And you guys both know, I think the pro game, 80% of it's from the neck up. I mean, it's a mental game. I think it's the best coaching staff in pro football, and I know them all. Vic Fangio in particular. I mean, I've heard that you don't read, I mean, you all dig into your scouting reports, but if you read Vic's tip sheet, you got a pretty good heads up of what's coming on Sunday.
You know, something Vic always says, he said, you're not going to have to do much homework if you just pay attention in the 8 to 9 hours we're in, in the facility watching film and in practice. So, which is true. We go over every little detail of what we see on film. We practice it, we walk through it, we talk about it, we redo it. So I mean, by the time you get on the field, it's just rewind. It's you rehearse it so much, you go out there and the game is easy. You just go out there and make plays. And the biggest thing about our coaching staff is they're very detail oriented. We're very organized, we're on time for everything, and we're covering all the little details. So Vic is one of a kind. His mind is unlike any others I've ever been around. So I think both of us are just happy and blessed to be in a system where we have somebody who's controlling what he does, and then to learn from two guys like Pat and Bo who play it to perfection.
So Mike Evans, the Texas A&M wide receiver, just got chosen by Tampa 7. And I want to ask Nick about this because we talked, this is a great wide receiver draft, and a guy you played with, Kelvin Benjamin.
Come on, Kelvin.
And I mean, he's a guy that his name has been bounced around a lot as a possible first-round draft pick. Give us your take of your former teammate.
I mean, we're seeing what he can do when he's capable of firsthand on a daily basis. Like, I would love for him to end up with us. I mean, it's not too often you come across a guy who's 6'6", 240, can stretch the field. Like, I've never seen him lose a jump ball. So it's like, you just can't go find that like in every draft. Like, he's special.
Talk about the challenge of covering guys in the middle of the field that have that kind of size and athleticism.
It's a challenge. I think the biggest thing for us is we get to go against the best at it every day, and that's Vernon Davis, and then go against guys who coming along who are very good, Vance and Garrett, and then, I mean, it don't get no easier when you're governing Anquan Bolden in the slot or Crab in the slot every once in a while because they're both interchangeable and can do different things. So for us, we get to go against it every day. We get to see the best every day. So for us, we just go out there in the game and just try to, mimic what we do in practice, and I mean, you can't lose.
Hey guys, thank you so much for coming here, saying hi to fans, everybody. Nick Moody and Michael Wilhoite. Thanks, guys.
It might be the last tackle who they didn't expect to be